चार जने मिलके मेरे को मारे भाई, मेरा फोन खींच लेके चले गए भाई। प्लीज हेल्प मी ब्रो, प्लीज हेल्प मी।
Indian origin student Sayyad Mazahir Ali attacked by robbers. Vivek Saini hammered to death. Student Samir Kamat's body was found near the Purdue University. Neil Acharya was found dead inside the same university. Shreyas Reddy found dead in Ohio. Akul Dhawan found dead outside the University of Illinois. Full of dreams and aspirations, 5 young lives brutally snuffed, 1 grievously injured. Is this simply a coincidence that all these 6 men are Indian origin and university students? Different locations, but all in the United States of America. Is something more sinister possibly brewing there? And why is the Biden administration not immediately sending out assuring statements one after another to the Indian government and putting it out in the public domain? Imagine the heartache of the families who are shattered, who have lost a young son. Many families in India put their lifelong savings in this expensive education abroad or specifically in top American colleges. But only to hear of this tragic news. Imagine the alarm that many people and students are facing right now. Now, we do not know for sure the cause in most of these deaths. But if Indian parents are rightly concerned, why are authorities in the United States of America not alarmed enough? How come their antennas are not raised? That 5 deaths in 2024 itself, in the first 2 months, are of Indian origin young men. Only in the case of Vivek Saini, there has been clear CCTV evidence and eyewitness accounts to know what exactly happened there. He had been, in fact, helping a homeless man with shelter and food. But when asked to leave, that man used a hammer to beat the 25-year-old to death. This was in Georgia. Talk of helping a man in need. But before and after the 16th of January, deaths in suspicious circumstances have increased. And do the police statements not sound hurried, reflecting a casual disregard by first not able to find the missing person for 24 hours, and then a simple concluding statement? Police investigation is underway. At this stage, foul play is not suspected. Are these young men studying in the USA just dropping dead? The most recent, which is also absolutely scary, is the horrific attack in Chicago on Hyderabad's Sayyad Mazahir Ali. A video surfaced where his face is covered in blood, head injuries, bleeding and begging for help after these 3 men, look carefully, follow him, rob him of his mobile phone at least, but after ensuring that he was brutally beaten. His wife and children back home here in India, or specifically in Hyderabad, are expectedly concerned and have asked the External Affairs Minister for help. Now, thankfully, Mazahir is alive. But what do these 2 cases, at least because they were caught on camera, show to us? The epidemic of homelessness, robbery on the streets, leading to violence and murder. Not in the backward third world country, but the mighty USA. And popular media would love to suggest that America is the best and the safest. And where there is no camera footage, cops have simply said, no foul play. Like in the case of Shreyas Reddy, like for Neil Acharya, both 19-year-old. Imagine telling their mother, no foul play in the death of your child. Well, all right, so how did the kids die? Alive and missing one evening, found dead the next. Surely there are better answers that you can give to the parents and the community concerned. Similar statement was made by the Illinois State Police in the case of 18-year-old Akul Dhawan, where cops suspect that the death was accidental. I want to ask the American authorities, please do not just stop at no foul play, accidental death. Why not look closely? 5 students have died, all of the same ethnicity, young men, on your country's streets, where they came to educate themselves and for a better life. Is someone after them deliberately, realizing that some of these Indian origin students are possibly powerless, may not get immense local administrative support? Because I'm sure if such a series of unfortunate, mysterious American citizen deaths were taking place in India, can you imagine the uproar, Western media's headlines, and probably a serious diplomatic standoff against India, and clearly asking for additional security for American citizens? So then why should similar alertness not come for Indians on American soil? Think about it. Because if the USA is so keen to have Indian students, should it also not ensure that they are safe? After China, India is the second largest contributor of students to the USA. As per Open Doors report, in 22-23, Indian student enrollment surged to a record high of almost 270,000, 35% increase from the previous year. It's a good jump in the influx, and that after COVID pandemic subsided specifically. USA's education is considered premium education of gaining great skills and an entry into the bigger elite world. But is safety becoming a concern now? And America needs to take action before this gets out of hand, just like the mass shooting in and around different states. And maybe, just maybe, better to focus on your superpower's real ground situation rather than take those sly, constant digs at India and our internal affairs. According to the US Department of Housing and Urban Development, over 582,000 people are homeless. It was in Chicago, remember, where even major retailers like Walmart closed the store due to rampant theft. Cases of robbery are increasing, like we saw recently with the Mazhari Ali case. In 2022, according to news reports, American retailers lost a staggering $94.5 billion to theft and inventory losses. So USA may be trying to project itself as this great big power that it provides absolute safety and a better life, because that is what a lot of popular American media will have you believe. But there are these layers of increasing homelessness, robbery, targeted attacks, drug epidemic, and all of this is becoming a concern in the American society. The Indian education system and Indian talent, meanwhile, is widely respected too. Let's remember that. Many Indian graduates go on to lead world-class organizations. Chanel CEO Leena Nair, Google CEO Sundar Pichai, World Bank President Ajay Banga, and many more, of course, have received their higher education from India. Reports show that IIT Bombay this year has achieved great success in the campus placement recently, with students receiving job offers from across the world. Some even received a whopping 1 crore rupees annual starting package. But I understand. Education in America is a dream for many. It's a privilege. For what the course and the network provides, it's understandable. But let it not be shattered by criminal gangs operating on the ground, leaving Indian parents in grief forever. Thank you for watching.